We are living in a time of massive uncertainty. In the fast-paced internet era, what we usually get is a froth. What we actually need is coffee, the real data. On our channel, we try to use agentic AI workflows and make an autonomous system workflows to reduce noise in the data and to produce critical research reports that will help you navigate these turbulence times in the capital markets. I will show you the demo of the system to you in our future sessions, but in today's session, we are going to analyze it, the current affairs and geopolitical impact on the markets. Why suddenly Modi ji has started giving warnings about supply chain? Because Modi ji might have received a critical input from intelligence agencies. What we see on the news channels and on the TV is that the ceasefire is agreed between the parties, but the reality is different. Though there is no direct missile war between the two parties, but they have still continued to do the naval blockade, which is what hurting the entire world. If you see this, why Modi ji has received such a critical inputs? The inputs because governments and the prime ministers get input from intelligence agencies. Intelligence agencies work with the background people and behind the scene. They know what is happening. Israel might have given an input to our intelligence agencies that, look, the war is not going to end that easily. That is an alarming situation for us. And Modi ji has taken an action and started giving us a warning. Even though, as I said, there is no missile war between the two parties, but the naval blockade is causing the trouble. Not only on the emerging markets, but also entirely on the Asia, including Japan and European markets. We have seen Russia-Ukraine war and it is still ongoing, but the impact of that on us is very minimal because they are not blocking any energy routes for the world or neither for us. Even though there was an impact for Europe and it was a localized impact because Europe is dependent on Russia for energy supply. But this particular war, world cannot afford it to go forever. And that is what Iran knows. And that's why it is blocking the Hormuz. It carries 20% of the oil. What Modi ji done in his recent visit to the UAE, he signs a strategic agreement with the UAE. He doesn't sign a defense deal directly, but he has signed a strategic partnership. That is what the country needed. Now, with this partnership, India will get to secure a strategic reserve for oil within the UAE itself. The Fujairah port will be used for that. And not only the oil, it will secure our LPG supply. This is useful for the future conflicts because this will bypass Hormuz completely. We need such initiatives as a tactical fix and a strategic fix for the problem, but we also need to do a heavy lifting on reducing our dependency on crude oil and move and shift towards clean energy. Do you think we should be able to do that fast enough and survive this problem at the moment? We should. Just remember one thing. This crisis is difficult for everyone. Country like India is already very strong economically and strategically. But just imagine the smaller countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan. They are living on only few $1 billion of foreign reserves. They don't know what will happen to them after 3 days if the supply still go high in the price. But India is sitting on a very healthy reserves But this war is not only hurting the smaller countries, it is hurting big, small, everybody. We cannot afford this going on. Stay tuned in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel. And comment your feedbacks about our channel so that I will be able to use them to improve my style of delivering news flows to you.